Hey everybody, it's Christian here of Same Name Gaming, and I just wanted to say thanks to all of our subscribers. You've been a lot of help. Just want to keep it going, so make sure you guys spread the name of our channel and share us with your friends. So we want to get this channel to be a good channel for everyone and to help people out with NASCAR 14 paint booth and uh, have people enjoy what what we do. Me and Timmy are going to start that offline series for fun for NASCAR. Me and Jared are going to be starting Battlefield 4 stuff. Then all three of us are going to do some Grand Theft Auto stuff, which we're planning on doing a series on there. Has like a kind of like a goofy comedy type thing. So we're going to see how long that'll take to get typed up and everything and get a script ready and everything. So we're working on that. But today, I was asked to do some more paint booth tips. I know some of you don't quite understand the tools and the aspects of paint booth. So, I'm going to take my experience from NASCAR 09, NASCAR the Game 2011, NASCAR Game Inside Line, and this to help you guys out. I've been making cars for a while, and this year in the Paint Booth Cup, the Target Series, I already have 2 wins, so I'm starting to become a better painter, and hopefully soon I'll be able to get up into the Sunoco Cup Series, but I don't make thorough enough cars because I don't really believe in the more layers, the more sporadic, the better the car. I like to stick with simplicity, and that's pretty much it. I try to keep it under 150 layers per car, so I know there's people that go like 900 layers in their car, and it's absolutely an amazing scheme, but I just don't have that patience. Alright, so we're on our same name gaming account. The only car I got on here is the Nobby car, which you'll see in later events, but what I want to do today is show you basic design. So we're going to go to my manufacturer and go to Ford. Ford's in the family. Got a Ford Focus, a Ford Escape, so they're in the family. All right, let's leave them on. This is just for okay. So as I said in the first one, you always want to take the number off in the stickers, the car number, and the headlight number. You always want to take those off and leave everything else always on top. Rookie stripes is optional. Whatever you want to do with it, you can do with it. I don't use rookie stripes at all. I make my own. But anyways, okay. So the main thing that everyone uses is this square tool. Now, some of you don't know that instead of doing this and making the entire square bigger, you can stretch it like this. All you have to do is make sure that your lock ratio down at the bottom there is to set to off. That way you can stretch the thing. Now, when you do, if you hold L1, as you will hear your whatever that guy is, crew chief or whatever, you can either go up to rotate, left to scale, right to move, down to skew. So obviously I went to the left and did the scale. So now you can see that I'm rotating it left and right. Now I can move it up and down. If I really wanted to, I could skew it. but it's too drastic of a of an adjustment. Okay, so the most basic design on any car usually is just simply nice line at the bottom, just the whether it's the entire car or just here. As you can see, that white is on the skirt of the car there. So, anyways, I'm going to go over the number again, just in case you didn't get it last time. We're going to make a new brush here. Okay, what you're going to want to do is once you go up to here, then you go down to brush. Where it says new, you go down to brush. And then right there where the plus in the paintbrush is, you're going to want to click on that. Once you do, on the left side it'll say new. You're going to want to go down to text. I usually use font 3 because it's the best font in my opinion. So again, we're going to go with 35 because I like that number. Now what you're going to want to do is do that scale, but make sure the lock ratio is on until you get to about that big and you can't fit it on the screen anymore. Right there it starts going off. As you can see, it starts disappearing. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that it doesn't disappear. You want to shrink it to about right here, and then when you do, I'm going to try this again because the last video was a little sloppy. Alright, I think you could, yeah, okay. So once you have the 35 on your screen, don't just click X. Press triangle, go right and then down, then click X. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is on the left side, it'll say layer 1. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. You're going to want to click it and then go to adjust. Once that comes up, you're going to want to hold the R1 button and go left stick up to color. Then if you whatever color you want your outline to be, I'm going to choose black. You're going to move your right stick down to black, as you saw right here. Wherever I go with it, I can change the color of it. You want to be on color 1. You want to be on the color thing so you have the color palette. So now that we have black, we're going to hit the start button and then X button. Now here comes another little bit of a tricky part for some of you. Whenever you have this, it looks like the white is underneath. What you're going to want to do is you're going to click adjust on the black number 35 that you see on the right. Or no, I'm sorry. Go back there. Okay. You're going to actually want to go down to move. So click on edit, move down to move, and then move it underneath the white one by just hitting the down button. And then there you go. It pops up underneath. Now, we're not done yet. Now what you're going to want to do is click on adjust the bottom one, which is the 35, the black 35. You're going to want to adjust it. And then, again, we're going to do this. You're going to hit triangle, left twice, triangle, up twice, triangle, right twice. And look what happened. Your outline is pretty good. But now that I have this little area here, I'm going to teach you guys something else. Now on the second layer that would have your black 35, the one that's on the top, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on that and then go down to insert. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to click on decal. Go over to that square that we talked about earlier. As you can see, check this out. It'll stay underneath the white, but it'll stay above the black. So it'll just kind of be there. But what you're going to want to do is, you see real closely there's a little point there at the 5 that makes it not a complete outline. Well, we're going to fix that. we're going to shrink it down to size. Then we're going to use the skew until it completes a point. So just kind of play around with the skew until it completes your point like that. Then obviously you see that there's 2 down here also. So you're going to want to fill those 2 spots up, which isn't too hard. Just going to want to skew it again and keep them, you know. So you're going to want 3 squares to fill up those points on the 5 there. But if you're using a different number, you don't have to worry about that. But for the 5, it's usually the biggest problem. So, alright, so now you have an outline of your 35, as you guys can see. If you want another one, just do the same exact thing. Go down to the very bottom black 35, click on it, and hit adjust, and then hit triangle right down, and then change the color. Say you wanted a red outline of the black there, and then as you can see, you'll have a red outline of the black. You're going to want to go until you have enough of an outline on the 3. We don't have to worry about the 5 because it'll do it to itself whenever we make the squares. So as you can see now, there's a really, really bad square problem on the 5 now. But that's because it's a wider and thicker number 35. So again, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the top red 35, or red number, whatever you have. If you're doing a white, black, and red, you know, and you're following along perfect, then that's perfect. Alright, so you're going to want to get that square. You're going to want to color it red, shrink it down, and then align it with the 5. Just like that. And you're going to want to copy it again and move it down. You're going to want to copy it again, move it down to that very bottom piece where it's all messed up. And there you go. You have a completed outline. I messed something up a little bit. Hang on. There we go. Alright. So now, what you're going to want to do is save it. You're going to hit the start button and hit exit, and then you're going to want to hit save. Then you can name it whatever you want. I'm naming it 35 because, well, it's a 35. Alright, so now we're going to put that on the car. I'm going to take a drink first. I'm not stressed. Diet Dr. Pepper. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, so whenever you put it on the car, you got to put it in the right place because people, you know, don't really know the aspects of what a car should look like, in my opinion. So you always want to have it underneath the driver door, right in the middle between the B post right here. I'll highlight that in white. The B post is this right here. This is the B post. This is the C post over here. You're going to hear me talk about that. Oh man, that hurt. You're going to hear me talk about that in multiple videos. So this over here is the C post. And for anyone wondering, this is the A post. So, don't know what happened to my voice there. But anyways, now that your number is in the correct place right on your door, now you can see that it's starting to come together. So if you want to have an outline of that white down there on the bottom, click triangle, and then move it up just a little bit, and then change the color. I want a red outline to make it look like the Earnhardt Senior's car. Then you're going to just want to click on the red layer, go down to move, and then move it underneath that white layer, and then boom, you have an out. Oh, come on. Yeah, this is nothing I did wrong, just paint booth sucks sometimes. Anyways, as you can see, there's a red outline on the white, and now the number looks like it fits the car. So whenever, this is what a lot of actually paint booth cup guys are getting mad about. They don't understand this, and I do, and I don't know how I understand it, and they don't. But, okay, so right now, there's nothing mirrored onto the other side of the car, as you can see. Now, I'm going to mirror this red decal. As you can see, the red decal is now on the other side. Watch this. All the PB Cup guys watching. Try to understand this. Just simply, after you mirror your bottom layer, the very bottom one, the white layer that's on top of that one, just click X, X, and then X. That's it. Now check this out. Without actually mirroring it, it mirrored itself due to the fact that the red outline was mirrored. Once I clicked mirror and I, exited out of that layer and it was mirrored, everything else that you click on after that will be mirrored. I will click on the 35. I will just click adjust and put it on. Without actually mirroring it, it mirrors itself. Now, the negative part about that, I don't want to mirror the 35, so I'm going to take the mirror off. But that red layer is starting to not look good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust it. I'm going to, I'm just going to move it down just a little bit. All right, we're good. But the problem with that, since I unmirrored the 35, the red is now not mirrored. So there's a thing that PB Cup guys are getting mad about, which I don't understand because it's easy. That's the main reason a lot of them don't want to race anymore. But anyways, oh man, I gotta take another drink. Sorry about that. Something's going on in my mouth. All right, so everyone usually knows the main thing to do with the base color and stuff. You want to go over to car color using the L1 button, and I always use metallic, but if you want to change the color of your body of the car, obviously you just go over to body only, and then you can change your color. So I'm going to keep it black though. And your wheels, you can change your wheels. Never do the bright white because that doesn't match with the white that's on your car. Always do about silver. As you can see, it matches the car better. So we're going to do red lug nuts there. Going to do a red spoiler here. And we're going to do a red splitter. Alright, so now as you can see, the car is starting to come together. And it's starting to look like a complete unsponsored car. As you can see, I had unmirrored the 35 there. Anyways, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to just, press triangle on the 35 and then move it over to the other side. Now, usually when I move a number to the other side, I do the opposite skew thing, and I skew it the other way, but with 35, it doesn't really work, so I'm just going to leave it normal. If I can get to 0. Yeah, okay, there. Now, what you're going to want to do is, in order to get it up on the roof, you're going to want to stamp it again, move it up to the roof. scale it until it fits the roof. Make sure you leave enough room for the sponsor that goes on the roof, so you're not going to want it too big, but you're going to still want it pretty big. So you see how I have room right there between the windshield and the number. That way I can put my sponsor there whenever I get one. So now for Fords, the spot you want to put your number depends on what your team does. Sometimes the number will go down here, or sometimes the number will go right underneath the light right here. I hope I can see this whenever I watch the video back and I'm not doing this video for no reason. Anyways, I'm going to put the number here because I never do. I'm going to use it right here. When you go to the front, number always goes underneath the right headlight. Or, well, to you, it would be the left headlight, but on the actual car, it's the right headlight. Alright. So that's the basics of the number and a design there. That's a basic design. But this would pass as a good car on the track. Like it looks like a NASCAR, you know. It doesn't look like a 5-year-old made it. You gotta. It's easy once you get the hang of it to make a realistic car. As you can see, it's a very basic scheme, but you know it works as long as it works with your sponsor. So that's pretty much the basics of Paint Booth, in my opinion. I mean, there's nothing else that I can do that's basic. Everything else is a little bit hard. Even the number was a little bit hard. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you like the video and we're helping you and everything. Leave a like for that. And yeah, subscribe as always.